right, so we're here with Claude, and Claude is one of our newest non-diabetics. Claude started with us on the 20th of June 2018.
Yes.
And you had been a diabetic for how long, Claude?
Probably 6 years.
6 years, and at the height of your A1C, your A1C had gotten up to how?
7.1.
7.1. And so Claude began with us on June 20th of 2018, and when we began with Claude, we decided to evaluate his condition, and we did some very extensive testing. And so can you tell the folks about the type of testing and how it was different than any of the other testing you might have had as a diabetic?
It was very extensive testing. It tested my gut. It tested did stool samples, blood work. It did extensive testing, and it was beneficial testing to my well-being, I can assure you.
And we did saliva testing as well?
Yes,
and
sir.
So this was
That's
nothing
correct.
you've ever had before?
Never.
Okay. And then when we began treating what it is we found, Claude began to change. And so you began to see the blood sugar numbers diving.
Go down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Now you've lost a little weight in this period of time. It is now September 10th, right? So
Yes.
we're just about 3 months into this program, and Claude just had another blood test. And so on your blood test recently, your A1C was
5.2.
5.2. So 5.2 in a 3-month period of time. And you've lost how much weight, would you say?
I have had a beneficial weight loss of 38 pounds during this process. And during this process, I have not experienced hunger. I have eaten the correct food types. And this has benefited me greatly.
Can I ask you, the way we've taught you to eat, was that very different than you were taught through the diet centers and nutritionists that you've ran into?
Very much so, because you don't get that critical information. They just tell you to lose weight. And when you break it down and pinpoint it and are told exactly what to include into your menu and what to alleviate from your menu, is so beneficial to your well-being.
Very good. So 5.2, you feeling a little different? You have more energy?
Oh, buddy, I'm telling you, my overall well-being is so much better. I do not experience any back pain. I had experienced throughout the years right knee pain. It's not there anymore.
Tell me how high your triglycerides were at one point.
They were over 500 at one point there.
And what did your last test say?
They were down to 100.
100. And that's not taking any medication to do that, right?
No.
Just understanding how to cleanse your body, how to
That's
normalize your systems. So we were able to focus on some now talk a little bit about how much your gut has played into this.
Oh my.
Number one, we did a test, and on the test we found a lot of changes.
A lot of bad bacteria there.
Living in there.
Yes,
Had you ever had a test like that before?
Never.
Okay.
Never have.
And this bad bacteria caused tremendous inflammation in him, driving his blood sugar through the roof.
Yes.
And then we implemented a treatment program to normalize that situation. And you also had a lot of trouble, like you used to have to use the restroom a lot.
Totally. Yes, I did.
And that is now
That's corrected. That's not an issue anymore.
back to normal. Very good. And so let's just wrap up and just, would you recommend something like this for another diabetic, Claude?
If you want to be non-diabetic and you want to once again feel good in your life, I would highly recommend this program. Yes.
Well, thank you. It's been fun working with you.
Thank you.
We're going to continue working a little longer, solidify things. But here's just another example of how fast a body can turn around after having this disease for 6 years, 7.1 to 5.2 in 3 months is just really unheard of, but it's what happens here all the time. Thanks a lot, Claude.
Thank you.